You're staring at the screen, pretending to work, while your mind drifts to everything you said you'd do someday. You check the time, then check it again. It's moving faster than you expected. You tell yourself you're planning, thinking, getting ready. But deep down, you know this moment. You've lived it before. The tab stays open. The phone stays close. Your body's here, but your focus isn't. The days feel full. Meetings, messages, small tasks. Yet somehow, nothing meaningful feels finished. You wake up with ideas, clear ones, strong ones. By night, they're blurred, pushed aside, replaced by tired justifications. At first, it's confusing. You don't understand how someone with ambition, with awareness, with potential, can keep repeating the same cycle. You're not failing, you're functioning. You're doing just enough to avoid consequences, just enough to stay comfortable. And that's what makes it dangerous. Because comfort doesn't hurt, it numbs. You start accepting days that feel identical, weeks that pass without progress, goals that slowly turn into background noise. Then confusion turns into frustration. Not explosive frustration, the quiet kind. The kind you feel when you see someone else move forward and you instantly explain why your situation is different. You tell yourself you're busy, overloaded, waiting for the right moment. But the truth sits heavy. You're busy, but you're not building. And over time, frustration hardens into something else. Regret. Not dramatic regret, not the kind that makes you panic. The slow regret that whispers late at night, I should be further by now. You don't feel lazy, you feel trapped. Trapped in routines that look productive but don't change anything. Trapped in noise, notifications, conversations that fill your day but leave you empty. You didn't choose this trap consciously. That's what makes it powerful. The enemy never announces itself. It doesn't say, give up. It says, you deserve a break. It doesn't say, stop trying. It says, you'll do it tomorrow. Comfort makes everything feel reasonable. Distraction makes everything feel harmless. Routine makes everything feel permanent. And tomorrow becomes a promise that keeps getting renewed without ever being fulfilled. But here's the truth. The most meaningful progress doesn't happen loudly. It doesn't happen when you talk about it. It doesn't happen when people are watching. It doesn't happen when you're seeking validation. It happens quietly, in silence. This isn't about motivation. Motivation loves attention. Motivation wants to feel good before it acts. But real change doesn't wait to feel ready. This is about identity, about who you are when no one is checking, when no one is praising, when no one would blame you for stopping. Building in silence isn't hiding, it's focusing. It's choosing depth over approval. It's understanding that announcing your goals often replaces the discomfort of actually pursuing them. Silence removes performance. It removes excuses. It removes the need to explain yourself. In silence, there's nowhere to hide, just you and the work. Discipline isn't restriction. It's self-respect. It's control in a world designed to pull you apart. It's power without permission. Discipline means you don't negotiate with your comfort. You don't wait to feel inspired. You don't need the perfect mood. You show up because that's who you decided to be. Building in silence means doing the work without telling anyone you're tired, without asking if it's enough, without checking if someone noticed. It means understanding that attention is addictive, but progress is earned. Most people want recognition first, results later. Disciplined people reverse that order. They're willing to be invisible for longer than others are comfortable. They're willing to be underestimated, unnoticed, ignored, because they know something most people forget. Noise fades, results stay. Silence creates pressure. Pressure creates growth. When you stop talking about what you're going to do, you feel the weight of what you haven't done yet. And that weight forces honesty. No filters, no explanations, no audience, just effort. Day after day, when it's boring, when it's uncomfortable, when quitting would make perfect sense. That's where real confidence is built. Not the loud kind, the quiet kind. The kind that doesn't need approval because it's rooted in proof. Discipline gives you freedom from needing to be seen, from needing to be understood, from needing permission to move forward. And one day, something shifts. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but unmistakably. Your work compounds, your presence changes, your results appear. Not as an announcement, not as a post, not as an explanation, as reality. And people will ask how it happened, where it came from, when you started. They didn't see the early mornings, the silent nights, the days you chose effort over ease. They only see the result. And that's the point. So here's the question. Will you keep talking about what you're capable of? Or will you step back, embrace the silence, and become it? No noise, no validation, just the work, and the results that eventually speak for themselves. If this message stayed with you, if it felt uncomfortably familiar, then you already know why you're here. Share this with someone who's building quietly, even when no one notices. Subscribe if you're done with noise and ready for something deeper. And leave a like, not for the algorithm, but as a signal to yourself that this time you're choosing the work.